Okay, so welcome to the 114th Aviation Company. This is the Panama Canal. This is the Pacific side. This is like 1977 and 79. The first lock you see is Pedro Miguel. The further one down is Miraflores. As you go on out to the Pacific side, there's three levels of the canal. Then it goes to what they call the Gilliard Cut, which is right here. This is what took so long and many lives, cutting the Gilliard Cut through it's 50 miles across from the Pacific side to the Caribbean, which everybody calls the Atlantic. And then this is one of the locks here. Now most of these, you're going to see most of the stuff is going to be from the air, because I was crewing a Huey over there. So this is a Honda with the new cars inside, Honda ship. And I think this is Pedro Miguel. I'm not sure what. It might be Miraflores. So they put in new locks right there. Excuse the finger, but right there is the auxiliary locks, which they've probably put new locks in wider, because the biggest ship and go through the Panama Canal is the Queen Mary II, which is this one here. So you can see she just barely gets through the locks. Okay. So this is down halfway. Oh, I can't. Now I hate this. I'm having a brain cramp. I can't remember the Gamboa. This is where you come out of the canal. This is where you come out of the canal, and basically you'll go to Gatun Lake. Okay, so the canal is fed by a whole bunch of tributaries, but the biggest one is the Chagres River. So the canal zone is 10 miles on each side that we had then. We gave it up with the canal treaty. Okay. So this is Howard Air Force Base. These are the locks themselves from down at the canal level. It's kind of the inside of a Huey. That's the right side. Usually the junior pilot sits on the right side. Here's a bunch of guys that had, oh, that was pretty cool. Somebody had the back vehicle is the one we had, which is actually an Army vehicle. The one up front is somebody's private vehicle. And this is a picture of the canal crossing the locks before one of the ships is getting ready to come through and go through the locks. And I'll be damned. Hell, this could be Miraflores, this could be Gatun. I don't know. It's been a lot of years. It's another shot. Crap. Give you an idea at the locks. Okay, this is real interesting too. The French started this canal. Right there is what the French dug. This is what we dug. That's that auxiliary thing that's probably open now. And I think somewhere back up here towards the Chagres River's way back in here. And that's the Gatun Lake. Okay, so these ships are going to go to Gatun Locks right there. I think that's them. There's 3 steps. So you can see when the French did it, and you could maybe put the Pinta and the Nina up there, but you can see these other ships are a lot larger. Thank you, Murphy. Murphy's the guy that goofs everything up. Anyway, it's easier with that plastic off it. Okay, this is on the Pacific side. It's you got the Panama Canal Company that runs the canal. Then you had us, the 193rd Infantry, which secured the canal. Here's another shot. Driving in my car going across the locks, probably at Miraflores. So anyway, God only knows what that is. I think it's that's a dredge. It's probably where they're clearing the junk. They're constantly doing maintenance on the canal. Okay, so I'm not sure, but that's Gatun Lake. This is on what they call it'd be the Caribbean side or the Atlantic side, if you want to call it that. That's that auxiliary, which is now open. And the auxiliary was what was planned from World War II. Shit. So this is somebody else's Huey. Right here. So basically we had 23 Hueys. He's following me. Oddly enough, that's the engine for the Huey. It's really a jet engine with a diffuser. So the air is sucked in through here, and in here is your compressor, and it comes back around, and it gets burnt there, and it moves these fans around, come out the center, and restarts this running, and what is that? Oh, that's the transmission. This is from what they call the hell hole, and that's where you hook up your sling load and stuff. So anyway, on we go. This is my third time, my third album. Everybody said they liked this so much, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I got about 2 or 3 books. Okay, so this is the Panama Canal Treaty. Everybody's sitting up there at Fort Clayton waiting for Peanut Carter to come. I had a picture here. I had a picture of Omar Trios was the dictator. So I had a picture that said, "Re-elect Jimmy Carter, the best president Panama ever had." So then he landed, okay. So that's Carter there and the commanding general introducing him. So he's going to sit there and tell these poor people, the zonies, as we call them. The zonies are the people that ran the Panama Canal. So these are all the stuff that came out from the postage for the, I forget. So that's Carter there. And see the Secret Service guys down there on the side. So he's sitting there telling these poor zonies, hey, year 2000, you're out of a job. Panamanians are going to take over. Oops, sorry, that's the administration building for the canal. I'll probably have a picture of it later here. Oops, sorry. This is all stuff people sent me. Actually, oh, this is just stuff. They're doing repelling. And that doesn't matter. Okay, so this is a cockpit of a Huey. So the Huey is designed to be flown, or helicopters are designed to be flown on the right seat. However, most of the time your junior pilot sits over here because he has less experience than the most experienced pilot to sit over here. Okay, so everything is a slave thing. Okay, you got your attitude indicator here, airspeed indicators there, and hang on.